After repeated instances of this type of behavior, you've got to wonder, is this dude on crack?
People that want the mayor out of office, they don't want him to make the changes that he's been making.
It has no way to verify the authenticity of the video.
Subsequently from that reporting, we came to know about a video that supposedly showed the mayor smoking crack cocaine.
We're back again. Yes, this is where we make fun of great big politicians in a great big city called Toronto with a great big crack pipe in his hand.
Yes, Mr. Ford, you're in the news again for reasons you'd rather not be.
For some reason, he must have cheesed off the wrong guy because Rob Ford is in the news. We're talking about it, and the RCMP is actually involved. Okay, check it out. Let's do it. John Stewart.
Toronto Mayor Rob Ford, the former city councilman who's become very popular in Toronto for his love of sports and his warm relations with the press. Yes, the camera just absolutely loves this mayor. He really is. Oh. How you don't have that shot from the POV of the camera he walked into? Criminal. After repeated instances of this type of behavior, you've got to wonder, is this dude on crack? Well, funny story.
There's a cell phone video that shows the mayor allegedly smoking a crack pipe.
Hey! Don't judge him! Maybe he's cleaning up the city by smoking all the crack in it. You're next, prostitution rings. The cell phone video, which has apparently been viewed by the Toronto Star and the website Gawker, it appears the video shows the mayor of Toronto smoking crack with drug dealers. Ladies and gentlemen, the deputy mayor of Toronto.
Certainly we all know that videos can be altered, and we certainly know that drug dealers can't be trusted.
Photos can easily be altered, but videos, that's some James Cameron. Interestingly, Ford's personal lawyer does not appear to be going the fake video route. The mayor's lawyer instead asked, quote, how can you indicate what the person is actually doing or smoking? I mean, that clear pipe in his hand could be anything from asthma medicine to Wonder Woman's famed invisible pipe of truth to a Waterford crystal kazoo to crack. It could be crack, I guess.
Oh, yes, and of course they're not denying that he's in the video.
No, they're not. They're using some hoary explanation that, video can be altered.
Yes, apparently the video can be altered, and yes, that is some James Cameron stuff coming in.
Exactly.
But, anybody who's innocent would be running up and down the street saying, I'm innocent.
Well, he did respond to the accusations, but it took almost a week.
Okay, so let's run a couple clips while we jump right in on Rob Ford's Nightmare just for fun at Radio Free.
Stay where they are.
Anyways, like I said this morning, these allegations are ridiculous. It's another story with respect to the Toronto Star going after me, and that's all that's all I have to say for now. So thanks, everybody.
It's shocking to see it on the front page of a paper, especially in view of the fact that, I guess they're covering themselves in very many ways. Things are unsubstantiated, but nevertheless, that once it's on the paper and once it's in the media, it's going to have a resounding effect. Well, there's a large contingent of political people that want the mayor out of office. They don't want him to make the changes that he's been making. I totally agree with the changes that he's put forward and the agenda that he's put forward, and I've tried my best to support it, and I will continue to support it whether he's here or not here. But the people that are opposed to this seem to be willing to go to any lengths to make a change.
Do you believe what's in the paper? Do you believe the article?
No, I don't.
Okay, I just had to catch up for a second there. Apparently it's some Somalians.
Yes.
Apparently.
I guess there's a large Somali contingent in Toronto. I don't know.
Well, if you take a look at the patchwork that is the culture of Toronto, you got about 48% of the people as Indigenous English, and then 52% of the people from anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's what Toronto looks like if you take a look at the quilt. But man, okay, man, they're saying here's the deputy guy backing up his mayor,
And of course, the chief of staff went under the bus. Rob Ford's chief of staff. He's losing staff members left, right, and center.
Really, it's like Harper lost his chief of staff. Right?
Yeah, I know. Kind of there's an odd dichotomy there.
Yeah, an odd dichotomy. Yes, indeed. I think we're looking at something a bit of a twilight zone between, well, let's see, Christy Clark, Stephen Harper, and Rob Ford. They're all kind of the same thing going here, right? Except for Christy hasn't put on that big round attitude that Harper and Ford are working on. I'm not pointing any Duncan Hines kind of fingers or anything.
No donut fingers at them?
No donut fingers being pointed there. But, of course, we've got Mayor Rob Ford. Is this what you want to run? Do you want to run this?
Oh, sure. We may as well get the full coverage of this whole story.
Just so you're informed and you realize we do pick up multiple sources here. Do not trust us. We're not going to make commercials saying we're the authority or you can listen to us. Check this out.
Toronto's mayor is attempting to fend off reports that say a video exists that allegedly shows Mayor Rob Ford smoking crack cocaine.
There's a cell phone video that shows the mayor allegedly smoking a crack pipe.
What?
And using expletives. The video is reportedly being shopped around by a group of Somali men involved in the drug
Wow.
The paper also admits it has no way to verify the authenticity of the video.
The Toronto Star reports 2 of its reporters have viewed the 90-second video 3 times.
The video, which appears to be real, shows Mayor Rob Ford in a room, his shirt open, lolling back in his chair, and appears to be smoking a crack pipe.
The story originally surfaced on Gawker. An attorney hired by Ford said Thursday's publication of details related to the video were false and defamatory. Gawker's John Cook recounts Rob Ford, Toronto's Conservative mayor, is a wild lunatic. One reason for this is that he smokes crack cocaine. I know this because I watched him do it on a videotape. He was high. It's for sale if you've got 6 figures. Cook allegedly traveled to Toronto to see the video firsthand and claims it is indeed Mayor Ford. CBC has footage of a press conference about the video.
What does this do to the city's reputation?
Well, it certainly isn't helpful, and whether you can blame the mayor or not blame the mayor depends on whether the story's true, and I don't know that, and I don't know that any of you do.
So what's next? Can Ford sue for libel? The Torontoist reports Canada is a very friendly jurisdiction to libel plaintiffs. All one would have to do is prove that the defaming comment was made. The defaming party, however, then has defenses against the tort. The most common defense against a defamation claim is that the statement is true. If you can prove the defaming statement is the truth, that is an absolute and total defense against a defamation claim. Ford's chief of staff has yet to comment on the video. For Newsy, I'm Megan Murphy. Multiple sources, a broader view.
So 6 figures.
Yes, apparently they raised that amount of money.
Okay.
And
now just clarify, okay? Now, it's the gangsters who have the video.
That's right.
Turned around and said, you give us $100 grand.
200 grand.
200 grand? Not even that much money.
No.
Okay, I mean, they raised that money at one fundraiser.
So Gawker crowdsourced that money. They collected that money.
Right.
Now they can't get a hold of these guys mysteriously.
I mean, we are living in the real world here, and if you've got a crack-smoking mayor and you've got a video.
And he does have a police force that work for him.
You think you're going to last long? Really? Okay. You know that blackmail thing? That's for Hollywood. It never works.
No.
Okay. And regardless of my speculation about the situation whatsoever, I mean, come on. You're caught red-handed.
Well, no.
What's in the pipe? You can't tell what's in the pipe? You have a pipe in your hand. You're sitting next to gangsters.
But it could be Wonder Woman's invisible pipe of truth. And of course, you know, they said in that last clip that the chief of staff has yet to comment. Well, he did make a comment to Mayor Rob Ford suggesting he'd get help for his problem, and he was immediately asked to resign.
See, that's where it comes down to, is the fact that he was said, you need to get help with your addiction problems. Look at the guy. He weighs like 700 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, it's morbid. Okay? Morbid obesity. And you actually voted for a guy who's morbidly obese?
And they let him coach football. And of course, we've seen how many skills he has at that game as well.
Have you noticed that I'm spending a lot of time on this story in stunned silence? I mean, it's just amazing. Let's run this last one, yes?
Oh,
okay.
sure.
Okay.
The mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford, is denying some serious allegations. There are reports a video exists allegedly showing someone who resembles the mayor smoking what looks like to be crack cocaine. 2 reporters from the Toronto Star say they've seen that video, and Robin Doolittle is one of them. She joined me in studio last hour.
I, along with my colleague Kevin Donovan, have been reporting on and doing an ongoing investigation about the mayor's alleged substance abuse issues for well over a year and a half. A couple of months ago, we ran a story about his alcohol, his battle with alcohol, and subsequently from that reporting, we came to know about a video that supposedly showed the mayor smoking crack cocaine. So we've been working on that for about 6 weeks. 2 weeks ago, we were able to view the video on an iPhone that belonged to a man who alleges that he sells crack cocaine to the mayor.
Okay, so how do you know that it's actually Rob Ford in that video you saw?
You know, I think when it came to us, all we knew was that there was this supposed video that showed the mayor smoking crack cocaine. We had no expectations. The video stunned us. It shocked us. It is about 90 seconds long. It is crystal clear. We both determined without a doubt that we felt it was Mayor Rob Ford. He's sitting in about a third of the frame. It's shot from only 5 or 7 feet away. He's sitting in daylight. I'm a City Hall reporter. I spent a lot of time watching this man, listening to this man. His voice is very distinct. His mannerisms are very distinct. We were confident that it was Mayor Rob Ford in the video.
Who are these guys?
I mean, it's hard to know. We have been reporting on this for a couple of weeks, so we do know some information. This is part of an ongoing investigation that we'll have more. Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Doug Holliday saying you can't trust drug dealers.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, I'm not trusting drug dealers. I'm trusting my eyes. I think this is a matter of huge public interest, and I hope that we continue to press him for answers.
And, of course, we can't take this guy seriously.
No, we can't.
Okay.
I mean, he's a clown anyway.
Credibility? Boom, gone.
On his radio show, he came out and called reporters maggots.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Rob Ford?
Yeah, he does have a very nice relationship with the press, as we can tell.
Okay, well, I'm part of the press. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, Mr. Rob Ford, because I'm there for you, baby.
He apologized for it later, though.
Yeah, that's going to work. Really. We know what your opinion is. We know what your opinion is, too, because we listen to you. Join us on Facebook. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel. I'm Darren Howard.
I'm Robert Nisbet.
Yes, indeed, we're not going to create commercials saying trust us because we don't have those shortcomings in the lower department. And, of course, we want you to check our facts and use your intellect because you're an intelligent human being. Activism is winning. Fascism is losing.
Oh, they're losing big.
And we're smiling.
That's right.
Okay, stay tuned. We got way more coming up. We're recording all week this week, all week next week. Make sure you stay tuned and get informed. Remember, if you're standing up and you're talking about what is right, you are one person standing up for what is right. Keep doing it, and we'll back you up.
Since 1971, when President Nixon took the United States off what was left of the gold standard, the world has operated under a system of money called Fiat. The dollar, the pound, the euro are all government fiat currencies. Fiat is a Latin word meaning let it be so. It is the law that this government currency be money. Indeed, without that legal enforcement, and the fact that we must pay taxes in this money, that dollar bill or that computer digit that represents a dollar would be pretty much meaningless. Only the government has the power to issue fiat money, but banks can create it through lending. If somebody wants to borrow $10, a bank can create it from nowhere and lend it. It can then charge interest. Banks also create money by lending against an asset, such as a house. They're given the deeds to the house, and they create the money out of nowhere and lend it, at interest, of course. But who benefits? Of course, those that have the power to issue money, governments and banks. They haven't had to do anything productive, they just create money. However money is created, be it through lending, fractional reserve banking, financial bailouts, or old-fashioned money printing, banks are always at or near the top of the money-issuing pyramid. In reality, this process of creating money only redistributes wealth from the bottom to the top of the pyramid. And thus that ever-increasing gulf between rich and poor gets bigger and bigger and bigger.